Hi, it's Christina with the Sisyphean Journal. Today is August 17th. I already covered today's anniversaries and I'm going to link to them below. We have a young woman who decided to take advantage of the liberalization of New York abortion laws prior to Roe v. Wade. Went to New York trusting it's safe, it's legal, what could possibly go wrong? And the doctors decided to use an antiquated abortion technique known to be dangerous, so dangerous that doctors in Sweden, Japan, and I believe the Soviet Union all stopped using it because it was so dangerous. But it was good enough for American women, and she ended up dead. And then we have a case in Florida where a former criminal abortionist opened up a safe and legal clinic and killed a woman there. So, for those exciting stories of beneficiaries of choice, you can follow the link below. What I want to talk to today is about how the movement that calls itself pro-choice treats the choice not to go through with an abortion once it's been initiated. Okay? So, the way abortion pills work is the first drug, mifepristone, blocks the hormones that keep the uterine lining hospitable to the embryo. And without those hormones, the uterine lining can no longer sustain the life of the baby. And then the second dose is a prostaglandin to cause uterine contractions and expel the now dead baby. So a doctor got the idea when a patient took the first dose, changed her mind, realized she did not want her baby to die, she wanted her baby to live, and the doctor got the idea, well, we've been using this treatment protocol since the 1950s to stop miscarriages. Maybe it could work in an abortion. Administered this protocol that, again, it's been in use since the 1950s. We got 70 years of this. This is not some weird new thing that people just now invented. And in a lot of cases it works. Of course, nothing's 100%, but you know, they have their protocol, check, see if the fetal heart's still beating, and then here's how you follow it. And they've been using it for 15 years. I can guarantee you, if one single woman had lost her life in abortion pill reversal, she would be all over the news. You would never have the abortion lobby shut up about her. Okay? They would be dragging her corpse around. So it's safe. Doesn't always work, but it does work often enough that it's worth a shot. But some states, how many states? I'm looking at the live action. 15 states. No, sorry. New York and California, sorry, have sued to block prescribing the abortion pill treatment. They don't want women to be allowed to change their minds. Once you take that first pill, if you change your mind, you're not allowed to change your mind. You're not allowed to save your baby that you've decided that you do want after all. Maybe your circumstances change. Maybe you were being pushed into it and you realized that you weren't going to let that bully run your life. Doesn't matter why you change your mind. New York and California don't want to let these women change their minds. They want to make it illegal for women to change their minds after they start the abortion process. And so far, 15 states are trying to ensure that women are informed that they can change their minds. The abortion movement is losing its mind over this. And it's for two reasons, I think. The first is that knowing about abortion pill reversal, that uncovers how crummy the options counseling is in these clinics. That after women go in and they have their counseling and they even start the abortion, they're changing their minds. That destroys the whole women need abortions. Women are 100% certain when they go in there that they need an abortion. That completely destroys the narrative if women are changing their minds. And they can't afford to have that narrative disturbed. And the other is that woman might ask for her money back because she hasn't gone through with the entire abortion. And it's kind of similar, I think, to what we saw with Douglas Carpin in Texas. I listened to a tape of a National Abortion Federation meeting, and Carpin complained that he was losing his late abortion patients because they would come in, they'd get their options counseling, pay for their abortions, go in, and they would have the laminaria inserted, those little seaweed sticks to dilate the cervix so that you can perform the abortion the next day. These women would leave the clinic then, talk to the pro-lifers outside, a bunch of absolute strangers, change their minds and want the laminaria removed. Carpin, of course, would lie and tell them, no, it will endanger your life, blah, 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 blah. And I'll link to a case below, a young woman named Nicolette that he lied to. And so the pro-lifers would pay for the women to go get their laminaria removed and provide them, make sure they were provided with obstetrical support. And sometimes the baby could be saved, sometimes not. Sometimes the laminaria did trigger expulsion of the baby, and the baby couldn't be saved. The laminaria did trigger the expulsion of Nicolette's baby, and they tried to save the child. And you would think that if they were really about the woman's right to make a choice, their response to Carpin would have been, your counseling sucks. If women are changing their minds even after they've gone so far as to get the laminaria put in, a 5-minute conversation with some stranger on the sidewalk is enough to change their minds, you obviously are doing some sucky counseling. You are not making sure that this woman honestly believes this abortion is in her best interest. No. Do you know what they told him to do? No, don't step up your game and do better counseling. Make them sign a contract agreeing to go through with the abortion even if they change their mind. That way they can't come wanting their money back. So this whole idea that the abortion lobby, that the National Association of, oh come on, what's it called? Well, we got the National Abortion Federation, the ACLU Reproductive Rights Project, Planned Parenthood, NARAL. The idea that they are about women having choices, look at what they do if the woman wants to change her mind. They don't say you need to correct your bad counseling. They say you need to force her legally to go through with an abortion she doesn't actually want. These people are disgusting.